NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Raiders and the Browns, and it's coming up next.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Brown.
Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020. In his second season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
On 1st and 10, Herbert got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago: 3 catches, 84 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, yeah, they're a confident bunch, and they're going to need to be. They're facing a group here that is seeking a 5th consecutive victory.
And this head coach knows all about motivational tactics. He was touting his unit all week saying,
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play. And from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position.
Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age, it's Justin Fields.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Off-play action, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Waller.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller.
6 catches, 112 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A gain of 6 there on first.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Fields.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. What I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the one. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 7-7, our score after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. On first down, it's Herbert. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
Showtime today, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the formal deep rush coming, and he's taken down.
Boom! Sack, baby!
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
All day.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
One play action, Fields. And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Henry Ruggs.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. A give running right is Chubb. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That drive started on their own 25, 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he returns this to the 22.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. John Johnson with the INT. So the interception there. And Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know. Looking ahead, touchdown! DJ Chark, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
On the return comes Drake. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raiders offense ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Fields. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Play action. It's Fields. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Herbert now. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert throwing again. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left.
A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Blankenship's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. On the return comes Drake. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Breaks a tackle. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
And Shark calls it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now it's Herbert.
Herbert has it knocked free.
But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. DJ Shark, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't. Right now, we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.